and welcome to the Homeschool Oklahoma podcast. I'm your host, Jonathan Bartlett. Today's episode is going to be very short, but I wanted to bring everyone up to speed on some of the exciting things happening over the coming year. So first of all, in the fall, we're having our Homeschool Leadership Summit. The Homeschool Leadership Summit is an event where homeschool leaders from across the state come together to be equipped and encouraged through our special guest speakers, as well as have time to share with each other about what works, what doesn't, what they need help with, and together how we can improve homeschooling across Oklahoma. So you may be wondering, well, who counts as a homeschool leader? Well, there's no set requirements, but essentially, if you help manage a co-op, if you lead a class, if you run field trips, or if you help out other homeschooling moms, congratulations, you're a leader. And even if you think this is something you might want to do in the future or are just curious about, you're invited too. So our Leadership Summit is great because it brings together homeschoolers from across the state to share with each other and get to know other leaders that they would have never met any other way. For this year, our keynote speaker will be Zan Tyler. If you're not familiar with Zan, she's fantastic, and we're probably going to have her on this podcast sometime in the near future. You can, but for right now, you can go and listen to her podcast or go to her website, zantyler.com. The Leadership Summit's in the fall. It's going to be October 23rd and 24th. We were having a buy one, get one free sale, but we actually ran out of those tickets already. So we're now into our early bird season. So we're having this leader that we call the Take Me to Your Leader sale, where we have the price low enough that you can afford to buy a ticket for a leader that you think would be encouraged to join the summit. We're also excited because this year's Leadership Summit is being sponsored by Classical Conversations. And we're so thankful to Classical Conversations for their generosity to the whole homeschooling movement. If you're not aware, Classical Conversations spend a lot of time and effort doing things that benefit the whole homeschooling community, not just their own corner of it. They even started a lobbying effort called Education Independence that helps raise awareness and keep homeschooling free across the nation. And so we're very thankful for their support of this event. So the regular ticket price is $59, but for our early bird sale, it's got them at $39 right now. So snatch them up while they're still available at this price. You can find more information at homeschooloklahoma.org/leadership-summit. Again, that's October 23rd and 24th. But our next big announcement is that next year, 2027, will mark the return of the Homeschool State Convention. We haven't had a full statewide convention since COVID, and we think now is the time to get everyone back together again. The Homeschool Convention not only provided an opportunity to meet vendors and listen to great speakers, but it also provided a sense of unity among Oklahoma homeschoolers. Our keynote speaker for the convention will be Renton Rathbun, host of the Renton Rathbun Show. Renton is a nationally recognized speaker, and he speaks at Christian schools across the nation, as well as places like the Creation Museum and even the Reagan Library. The convention will take place June 4th through 5th, 2027, and we're planning some great activities for this. Homeschool Oklahoma members get a very steep discount. Basically, we don't have all the details set fully, but it's going to be cheaper to get a Homeschool Oklahoma membership and then get the ticket than to just buy the ticket itself without the member discount. So if you're not currently a paid Homeschool Oklahoma member, it will be well worth your while to do that now. We also have some contests, and membership is required to submit to a contest as well. But in addition to that, we're adding on to the convention an event that, to my knowledge, has never been done in the history of homeschool conventions. We're putting on a homeschool film festival. That's right, we are wanting homeschool students to shoot short films and submit them for the convention. Not only that, but we're going to show the films at a local theater on the big screen. So you'll be able to see the movie that you made yourself with your own camera or your phone or whatever in a big movie theater. And we're accepting all sorts of films: dramas, comedies, documentaries, short skits, you name it. So even if you've never tried something like this before, we hope that you will. Note that this doesn't even have to be a huge production. The maximum film length is actually 10 minutes, and we actually think that a better target is more like 5 minutes or even less. You can even submit like a 1-minute short skit. And what we encourage you to do is we hope that you use this event to incorporate film and film creation into your ordinary school day. So did your kid write a short story? Well, have them turn it into a script and shoot it into a short film. Do they have an interesting research project? Have them make a documentary about it. Are you all reciting Shakespeare plays? Well, rather than just recite the plays, shoot it into a movie instead. So there's all sorts of ways to incorporate film into your school day, and I think the possibility that it will be shown in a big commercial theater might provide some additional needed motivation. So the actual film festival will be held the morning of June 4th, 2027. It's basically going to be the kickoff event of the state convention. The actual theater experience will be separately ticketed, but all the films will be viewable as part of the convention. You can find information about the film festival at homeschooloklahoma.org/homeschool-film-festival. We're going to have more information about the convention coming soon, and we hope to get that out to you as soon as we can. But also, I want you to know that we're looking for sponsors for both the convention and the film festival. We don't do this alone, we do this in community. And so if you're interested in helping us protect, encourage, and equip the next generation of homeschooling families, please consider partnering with us. Also, don't forget that in between the Leadership Summit this fall and the state convention next summer, we also have our yearly Capital Day. So that's going to take place on February 2nd, 2027. This is always a great opportunity to bring your kids to visit the state capitol. There's just so much to see there. Additionally, we always bring live historians to speak to students about Oklahoma history, and we have lots of opportunities to meet and interact with legislators and tell them how much we appreciate the homeschooling freedom that our state provides. So to recap, October 23rd through 24th is our Leadership Summit featuring Zan Tyler. Tickets are on sale now for over 30% off, so pick these up before the price goes up. Then on February 2nd, 2027, that's our Capital Day. So be sure to bring the whole family to the Capitol and make your voice heard. And then finally, June 4th through 5th, 2027 is the reboot of the statewide homeschooling convention. And it's kicking off with the Homeschool Film Festival. So mark these dates in your calendar. I hope to see you all there. Thank you for listening to the Homeschool Oklahoma podcast. Homeschool Oklahoma is an organization dedicated to promoting, protecting, encouraging, and equipping homeschooling families across the state. Please sign up for our newsletter at hsok.org. If you'd like to further help our cause of maintaining homeschooling freedoms in Oklahoma, we hope that you will consider joining with a paid membership as well. Thank you for listening.